Hey mi gente, it's Julian Steve. You already know my name, but if you are new here, hey! Today we're going to be talking about The Get Down. It's a show that came out in 2016 or 2017. So we're going to be talking about how their Afro-Latino representation is a hoax. Yes, it is a hoax. And before we get into this discussion, I just want to say that I am not going to do any disclaimers unless stated otherwise in this video or in whatever videos, because I'm starting to see that there are some people who are not fully watching the video and getting an idea of where I'm coming from. So I do not see a point of disclaimers at this point, because if you have common sense and you fully watch a video, you'll get it. If you do not get it, you do not get it. And then I also have to remember some people do not have the same background as me or could relate to me, or people who look like me, or people with the same culture, etc., etc. So I have to remember that not everybody, no matter how much effort I put into putting disclaimers and try to be polite, people are not going to get where I'm coming from. So moving on, I'm not going to be doing that unless stated otherwise once again. And I also want to make it clear, if you have any issues, that's why there's a thing called description on this video or any of my videos. I usually include sources to back up my information, because I do not make up most of the stuff I be saying on the internet unless if it's my opinion, and I always make sure to acknowledge that it is my opinion in my videos. But if I do not, it's usually because I have research to back me up, or because it's facts, and you just got to deal with it because it's facts. Now, on to the video. Before we go any further, yes, I know it's the intro stint, well, kind of, but I do want to make sure that I acknowledge that, one, I did not watch this show when this came out back in 2016 or 2017. Two, this show is fictional, but certain parts of the story is not fictional when it comes to certain characters' identities and stuff like that. So this does play a factor with their portrayals. Three, this is based in the South Bronx, this show. The Afro-Latino representation is lackluster. When I researched, I found out that all of the Afro-Latino characters are not even Afro-Latino. They are either mixed race black people, aka mixed with black people, and or they have Latino heritage but from a non-black parent, whereas the black parent is a descendant from the African diaspora. Just to make it fair, here is the definition of what is Afro-Latino. Afro-Latino is when a person from Latin America who is black or a descendant of a black person from a Latin American country. Here are the Afro-Latino characters. Justin Smith's mother is of Italian and French Canadian descent, and his father is African American. Horizon Guardiola's father is a non-black Cuban, while her mother is a black Jamaican. Giancarlo Esposito's father was Italian and his mother was African American. Zarina Guevara information says that she is a mix of Hispanic and black descent. David Diggs' mother is Jewish, white, and his father is African American. You all notice that weird pattern that I've mentioned previously and frequently on my channel? If you do not know what I'm talking about, I'm going to explain it right now. There's this weird obsession of casting mixed race Afro-Latinos. On top of that, these people are not even Afro-Latinos. They just mixed race black people who happen to portray Afro-Latino characters, even though their background does not have anything to do with them being Afro-Latino. And sure, some people will be like, but we are all black this, we are all black that. But your culture plays a factor of how you can execute a role as well. It's not only about just being half black, half etc., whatever your background is. It's not only about the race part, it's also about the culture. It's not just about the race part. And I feel like Hollywood has this weird obsession of erasing that portion of what is to be identified as Afro-Latino. And then on top of that, we do have people who want to silence people like me who are Afro-Latinos on the internet with two black parents, and we happen to be brown to darker skin, and it's not going to happen. We are not going to be quiet. I researched a few weeks ago. I wrote the script down for this video. I was like, I should maybe talk about this one day, but then I wasn't going to, because a few people have been commenting stupid shit, talking about I'm being divisive and all this stupid shit. How am I being divisive if I'm stating the facts? I cannot make up any of this stuff. I have sources. Like I previously mentioned in the intro, I have sources in the description. I have other videos where I even include certain clips from other content creators, or even specifically from the actual Afro-Latinos themselves, sharing their stories. So how am I making any of this stuff up? And I get it, it makes people uncomfortable to hear the truth, but I'm not going to continuously pressure myself to make people feel comfortable and not address the issues. Because how are we going to make a change if we continuously blame people outside of the circles? Because I've noticed a lot of Afro-Latinos, not even the black community as a whole, the black community, we love trying to blame white people. Yes, I'm going there. We love to blame white people and non-black people when we have issues within our communities that we as a collective we need to fix. It's not only we have to blame white people for racism, we have to blame white people from slavery, we have to blame white people from X, Y, and Z, or we have to blame non-black people as a whole. It's us as well as a collective. We have to also talk about what we do that is fucked up. I've noticed that these Afro-Latinos who somehow do not get the message of my videos, they have some type of, it's either guilt or they feel like I'm trying to be divisive, and I'm not trying to be divisive with my videos. And if you feel like that, I do not know what to tell you, but I cannot make any of the stuff I just said up. All these actors I just mentioned, they are yes, they half black, but the question is, are they Afro-Latino, Afro-Latina? No, they not. And that's okay. My issue is when these mixed race black people try to take roles that could easily been for someone who actually is Afro-Latino, whether they mix or they not. But the issue, like I said, Hollywood has this small vision of what is an Afro-Latino. They want people who look mixed race to be portraying Afro-Latinos. And I'm going to keep saying this again and again and again and again in my videos. Not all Afro-Latinos are mixed. Look at me. I'm black. Like, I'm not mixed. I'm black. My example. There's another example I could give that's a great example. Coleman Domingo is a prime example. He's Afro-Guatemalan, and he doesn't portray his own self on camera. Okay, sure. Yes, he portrays someone who is black, but the thing is, he only portrays African American portrayals. He does not portray any Afro-Latino characters or any Latino, but we all know. If he is portraying a Latino character, that automatically means he's portraying an Afro-Latino character. Coleman Domingo's mom, she's African American, but his father, he was Guatemalan, Afro-Guatemalan. They do not make him portray any Afro-Latino characters. So one of his most recent portrayals, which was in Euphoria, Sam, you guys know who I'm talking about, that guy. He has a narrow mind when it comes to creativity. No offense. I'm not the only one who gives harsh criticism when it comes to his writing skills or his creativity. A bunch of people, if you search on YouTube, have given their critiques about him. I do believe Sam is creative. I'm not going to discredit him. He, alongside the producers, etc. of the show, could have created an Afro-Latino character with Coleman Domingo's character, but of course they probably didn't do their research. They probably don't even care that he is Afro-Latino, and that's why they didn't do it. And once again, they probably do not think, since he is dark skinned, he cannot be portraying an Afro-Latino character. Oh, who knows, maybe it's too much work for them to put on the script. Concluding statements. I hope this video made sense. I know it's ranty like the previous video, but I need mini breaks when it comes to serious topic videos. To the outro. Thank you so much if you made it this far in this video. I appreciate you. I hope my points came across hopefully well in this video. Be sure to like the video, comment, of course you guys already know that. And I'm sorry everyone, but I have to take another break, so please watch any previous videos of mine on this channel. You guys already know, engage. I appreciate when you guys engage, whether you agree or even disagree. As long as you don't say no crazy shit in the comments, I'm fine. But please engage with my content. Watch a few of the YouTube shorts, because I barely get views on my YouTube shorts, which I'm surprised. But I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna put the date here because I do not remember when I'm going to be back. But I do need a break because of school. I need to catch up. Please bear with me. I want to see all Afro-Latinos win. I want to see all black people win. But we do need to have uncomfortable conversations. Not everything is going to be sweet peaches and cream within the community. And we need to stop only blaming white people and other non-black people when it comes to black issues within the black community. Thank you, and